Hello, Stitching with Debbie here. Today we're going to work on SweetPea's Santa's Workshop Tour, Block 5. It's Christmas trees. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoy the stitch. As with all these blocks, we start with stitching down the batting. Now let's trim out those edges. Now it will stitch the placement for the background. Tack down. And now we'll trim that. The next part to stitch will be an actual fill stitch that is the center of a tree in the back. They're done in layers, 3 layers kind of a thing. Well, this is going to be the second down layer. Next, it will do the top section of that filled tree. Next, it will stitch out the bottom of that filled center tree. The next thing we do after having done the 3 sections of that center tree are little stars on that tree. After we finish that little filled in tree, we're going to be doing placement, tack down, placement, tack down, and then the borders all around. So in reality, we can use any color we want at this point, because we're not going to have anything showing until we do the corner details. I use gold for that, so I just threaded up green. So now we're going to do the left tree's bottom section placement. I'm hoping I can make this work. I found this very, very tiny little narrow piece, and it was just 2 small sections we're going to need that for. So now we'll do the tack down for that bottom section. Now it's going to do the right side placement. I'm going to trim this off. And go ahead and sew this down. Oh, of course it did. Oh, why is it all of a sudden looping up? What did I do? Now we're going to do the tack down. Mine is going to come very close, and you had seen where when I kind of just flipped it back, it sewed it in a little pile. I would have been better off to just leave it stretched across since I was using the same fabric. But now you know when you do yours, go ahead and at least trim this end out. And this is very close to the edge. Can you see where it missed? I'm not worried about it because when I put the next layer on, it always stitches just this side, and then there's the satin, so it'll get covered. But that was just a little narrower than what I should have used. And somehow, I ended up with gold here. It got caught up with my green and threaded itself through. I have a little glimmer going on. Now let's trim this out. It's so hard to see from a distance with the camera in front of me. I just nicked that. This is after late at night. I decided I was going to salvage what I could have today. You know how you have one of them days where you probably should have just stayed in bed? It's going to happen more than usual lately. Now we're going to go to the borders. So we're starting with the top. Now to do that little edge stitch, which is actually our seam stitch. And now we'll do the bottom, then the left, then the right, just like we did the top. Now it's time to do our little corner details. I'm using the gold. After we've done our corner details, we're going to start working on our sign. So the first thing we do is our placement lines. I had gone ahead and put in the brown that I'm going to use for the outer edge of the sign to do the placement and now the tack down. Now let's trim that out. After our trimming of the sign, we do the satin edge of the sign. Now there will be, after this, a trim, a little detail on that satin edge. And for the first time, I think I'm going to try a different color. Let's do our satin edge. The next thread is your detail on this board, on your satin stitch. If you want, you can leave the same color in. I normally do, but I received some silver thread in the mail, and I decided I want to use it on that. The next thing we're stitching will be the words. The top row is Christmas tree. After it does Christmas tree, it will do the word nursery. I'm leaving the same thread in. Next, it's going to do tiny little trunks on the bottoms of trees. Step 28 is the little pine tree stitching on the signs. Step 29 is the left tree midsections placement line. Now it's the tack down, and then we'll trim. I'm sorry about that. I didn't turn the camera back on over the desk for the trim out, but you'll see the others. That was just strange, I know. Now it's going to do the satin edge and like branch. Let me get that little. There we go. And I'm going to use this real dark pine thread for that section. Step 32. There's another small tree that's filled stitches in front. It's going to do the bottom section of that. From that bottom fill, we jump to the right tree midsection placement. And I'm going to go ahead and just leave that in for right now. Now we do the tack down. And now we trim this out. Put in your thread for the satin stitch around this midsection. The next step is going to be a detail stitch on top of this satin, and I'm going to use a slightly lighter color. I think that helped blend that in a little bit more. This is the color I'm planning to use for the top. Now we're going to do the placement stitch for the top section. Now we do the tack down and then the trim for the top section of the right tree. I'm using the same thread I used in the detail for the midsection. And now we trim. Now we will do the satin edge for the treetop on the right tree. Make sure you've got the thread color in that you chose for that. Step 40 is the left top section placement. Now we'll do the tack down and then the trim. Step 42 will be the satin edge on this section with the branch detail on the inside. Make sure you have the thread color you want to use for the satin edge. What we're doing next is the detail on the satin, and I'm going to go back to the lighter color to try to just change it so it doesn't look the same as everything else. Now it's going to do the fill-in stitch for the top part of this front tree. I'm going to leave that lighter color in. Our last step are 4 bulbs in the trees. And I'm going to use red. I'm trying to tie in my border. All done. Here is my finished block. I think that turned out pretty good with the silver around the top. That had arrived just in time. So this is block 5 of the Sweet Pea Santa Workshop Tour Block of the Week quilt. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to see you next week. Bye-bye.